Hi, I'm Chris Amos,
And I'm Andrea Amos.
and we're the owners of Parc De Oaks on Wall Street.
You can catch us on Instagram and Facebook at Parc De Oaks.
And you're watching Louisiana on Fire.
What's up, Louisiana? You're watching Louisiana on Fire. I'm Tim Davis, and we are at Parc De Oaks. We're on the north side of town in Lafayette. You guys are actually about 5 minutes away from my parents' house. So I'm from here, actually, so wanted to get with you guys today. Thank you for giving us the time.
Oh, thank you.
It's hot, it's humid, we on fire right now, but thank you guys. But we're here to go ahead and really spotlight you guys. So give us some information on you guys. So tell us about yourself. Like, who are you guys today?
Well, who are we today? Well, I'm Chris Amos. This is my wife, Andrea Amos. We're the owners of Parc De Oaks Food Truck Park. We actually just made a year this Monday.
Congratulations.
And I've always been an entrepreneur almost my whole life. I actually have another business called Amos Landscaping.
Come on, man.
So this was something that I was always pretty used to, the entrepreneurial lifestyle. And I was crazy enough to drag her along with me, and she was crazy enough to be along for the ride.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so
Man.
yeah,
So how long have you guys been married now?
we make 5 years in September.
Congratulations,
Oh, thank
5
you.
years, that's a blessing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys have been together, like, and I mean, I could tell with the grass is cut, like, really, really well.
Well, I laid that side. So.
Man, it came out really good, man. Y'all got it looking real nice around here. So, like, where are you guys from? Like, because let's go way back, on each of you guys if possible, like, because to come to where you at now, it had to start from somewhere,
Well, I'm born and raised in Lafayette.
Okay.
I'm from Patterson.
Yeah, she's from
Patterson.
The country.
Wow.
I never even heard of Patterson. Until,
Yeah,
I never even knew where that was.
right.
I know Lafayette is not the biggest city, but I mean,
Right.
in Louisiana, normally if I'm not at work, it's Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I never heard of Patterson
Man,
before.
I'm right there with you. My wife is from Livonia. I didn't know what that was.
I just learned that just now.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to spell it. 'Cause,
Yeah, I mean, hey, you blink, you gonna miss it, So yeah, I'm right there with you. So you're from Patterson. What made you come out here?
Well, in 2007, I went to UL.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go back to
Yeah.
live in Patterson, so I just stayed out here after I graduated.
No disrespect to Patterson, but I get it. I mean, I'm from Karen Crow, really and truly. But my parents been down there for about 20 years, right here off of Wall Street. So I get it. So I'm gonna shift gears just for a second because you guys, Patterson, Lafayette. So who shot first? How did you guys meet?
Well, he was working at Whitney Bank, and I went cash my little few $100 check at the time.
Yeah.
I was working at a restaurant, so I went cash my check, and I saw his name tag, and I looked him up on Facebook.
Nice. So you shot your shot first. Man, so like, Chris, what'd you do, man? Like,
Well, I was a young man minding my own business, at work, being a professional. And, I saw a woman that caught my eye. What caught my eye more was how small her check was. So I'm like, wow, this is $20. You could have just gave this away. But I gave her 2 tens. And, and then,
you didn't even ask if she wanted 4 5s or 1s.
I wanted to break it down as best as possible, make it look like I did a little something.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I saw on Facebook, she sent me a friend request, and then, I accepted it, and then.
It wasn't until a few months later that
Yeah.
we started talking because he saw me in City Bar.
Ah, okay,
And
yeah.
I got a DM the next day.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So you I'm not saying you drink, but maybe you did, and you had the courage to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and respond and everything. So
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been the next morning. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
I used to when I was in my younger days, between like 18 and 21. Yeah, I was well known downtown for going out there.
yeah, I'm with you, man. So, look, I went to Karen Crow High, so and then I went to Southern. So yeah, I know about the downtown and party and everything. So I get it. We don't have to go further than that, man, because we are here for you guys right now. So we don't want to get into anything from the past, or when we're having fun, young and dumb. It's fine. It's fine. So we're good. So like, you got the landscaping business, and so how did this come about for you guys?
Well, I mean, I used to maintain this property before I bought it for like 2 years. It used to just be all grass, so I used to just cut it.
Yeah.
And then my barber, Jason Walker, he was going to do a business at the time, and he decided not to do it. And so then we were working out, and then he was like, man, I think I might want to sell this. And then I said, man, I'll buy it. And at the time, I had an idea what I wanted to do with it, but I really didn't truly know. But I just would always be on this property back and forth, visualizing. I'm like, I'm hearing the traffic, and I'm seeing the trees, and I'm really big on nature. And I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but there's really some potential to do something here because it's on a busy highway. It's a huge lot. It's beautiful oak trees. It's already kind of an established concrete driveway area. We can do something.
Right.
And so then the opportunity fell a few months after we got married, and we took that risk and bought the property, really not knowing what we were gonna do yet.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. I had an idea to open up a nursery at the time to sell plants and flowers because they don't have anything on this side of town. Because as a landscaper, I usually do wholesale. So my idea was to have a wholesale nursery to other landscapers and then have a seasonal market for like regular people to come out and buy stuff.
Right.
And that idea kind of fell through.
I didn't want to water plants all day.
That wasn't what you wanted to do. Yeah, this is not.
No.
So y'all had to discuss something.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys bought it before you even decided on what to do because you wanted to do the nursery and everything, and you was like, nah, I'm not having that.
Not that.
So how'd you guys come to like an agreement? And that's great that these, the husband and wife are communicating because communication is key.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how'd you guys come to that? Yes, this is a great idea.
Well, in 2020, we started really seeing like more food trucks pop up in just like random areas, abandoned parking lots or wherever.
Right.
So we travel a lot. So we went to Austin a couple of times, and they have food truck parks there.
Right.
Houston. Even we went to Colorado to a few food truck parks there, and it was like, this is really neat. Like, we don't have anything. So as I saw the food trucks, I was like, why don't we do that? Just open a food truck park and have a space for them to come and, we just provide the space and they do their thing because I don't cook.
Yeah. You don't cook here. You don't cook at all.
I cook at home.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, not like that. It's
Yeah.
not like my passion.
I got
them,
you. Yeah.
so.
Yeah. This is definitely their passion. I mean, I see Nina because we interviewed Nina. I can't remember which episode, but just talked to Nina earlier this morning. She's gonna be in 2 locations today, but that's her passion. So you were right about that. I don't know how they do it, but you guys have to maintain it. So both of you guys are actually doing a lot. So when do you guys do this? Is it just on the weekends, or is it during the week as well, or?
Lately, it's been Tuesday through Sunday that we have vendors here.
Wow.
So,
Man,
and whether it's like one during the week or 7 on the weekend, it varies depending on like when they want to work and their schedules.
Okay. And whenever somebody decided, when you guys decided, let's go with that. When you guys decided, yes, let's do this. How did that go? Like, what is the process to after you got the land and say, you know what, we want to go ahead and do this for food trucks? What's the process of gaining the clientele to come here and do what they're doing in order to gain their business?
I mean, there's a process even before getting the food trucks. That was nothing compared to trying to develop. See, this was basically raw land.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they say, I want to build something. They don't understand what it really means because we didn't understand what it really means.
Right.
And it's a lot of, pre-planning meetings. You have to go a couple of boards. You have to go to the Clifton Chenier Center, talk to a lot of people with LCG. It's a lot of red tape, and it's been for a few years the fight of our lives. This has been a very, very frustrating, grueling process that people don't know when you build commercially. When you label something commercial, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot easier to say, y'all should just do that. And it's like, man, that gravel costs $26,000.
Wow.
People
Some
be like,
rocks.
they'll be like, you can't enter off of Mall Street. You have to enter off of Lita or Claudia. And it's like, okay, well, that's a $26,000 entrance. That could have been free if we'd have entered what we already were supposed to.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know, originally they wanted us to concrete everything. So then you have to file appeals. You have to, abide by ordinances. And mind you, this is before we even talk to trucks. This is just still like
The city.
our vision trying to come to life. So that's how much you have to believe
foundation
in
of it.
yourself. So much, not just sweat equity, but actually your money being poured into this before we even get a truck yet. And that's a lot of risk that people don't really think about when they just say, I want to open up a food truck park. They don't know what it really is required in Lafayette, because in Lafayette, it's a whole nother list of requirements than it is in these smaller towns.
Yeah.
They can literally just put a couple of things out and call themselves a food truck park. For us, it's a whole other thing. You have to be basically a commissary for these trucks. So,
And we were the first one, so they didn't really have any guidance or
Yeah.
rules to follow. So it was a lot of like, oh, we should do this. Oh, wait a minute. No, we didn't want to do it like this. So
Right.
it was very frustrating.
See, I kind of heard that. I wanted one of my other guests. I can't remember who it was, but they were like, man, they went through a lot. I said, you know what? Well, I want them to, if you guys would like to actually explain, you know, what kind of hurdles you had to jump over in order to get to this, because people drive by, like I go to my parents' house, like I said, and yes, we see it and it's beautiful. We don't know all what you guys had to go through in order to get to where you're at today, you know. So if you guys are able to, like, yeah, just let us know a little bit more about, you know, the process and how the hurdles you guys had to jump over, like the barricades you had to go through, the walls you had to go through to get this.
Well, the initial hurdle was we didn't know what we were doing. We thought we had an idea, especially I thought I had an idea because I had an entrepreneur background. I'm a landscape contractor, so I deal with a lot of contractors. So I thought that, okay, we have a bit, big good scope of what we're gonna do.
Right.
So we had to lay out what we want to do, and then we talked to people like an architect, and he really helped lay out everything.
Yeah.
And
that was the best decision.
That was the best decision, because like architects are underrated because they're not just in touch with the artistic side, they also are very statistic and mathematically inclined.
Right.
So they have to say this layout like this, but you have to keep in mind the slope of this, the grade of that. You can't enter off that highway because according to the municipal code, you have to be so far from this driveway, so you have to move it to this side because that driveway is strategically placed. You can't be too close to the next driveway, too far. These culverts have to be a certain type of culvert. These are things you don't know until you get involved.
Right.
And so it's like, another thing that people don't think about is when they just, and it's understandable, you don't know until you build. This is an extremely expensive project.
Yeah.
Like even just on this grad, and mind you, I'm a landscaper, so
right.
I pay wholesale price, and I can lay myself in the labor. This was $4,000, just grass.
Just grass.
People don't think about it when they bring their kids to walk. I mean, those benches were $125 a piece, and there's 12 of them. Like
Do the math.
People don't think like that just to have the electrical boxes was $30,000.
Man,
the plumbing is $75,000. So, yeah, like people be like, you started the first food truck park, and then people say, oh, I want to do one. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that seems easier. I'm gonna get some land, and hey, guys, come through. And it's not how it goes.
And remind you, all these costs that we're accumulating. This is still before we open and even book the truck.
Yeah.
And then this is even before we really announced. We were just still. I mean, I'm very confident in myself. Because even whenever I didn't have the idea yet, I knew this would work.
Right.
And I'm all about the dollars. So
right.
whenever her idea came up, I'm like, yeah, that makes more sense financially. So I'm instantly, I'm an entrepreneur for real. So if the idea can shift and make more money this way, this is done.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes more sense to be a food truck park. We can really be more, and there's a time we thought it'd be a really passive thing. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
It's not. So then, yeah, we switched to the food truck park, and it makes more sense. So then we finally announced, and we were anxious to see what the uproar would be because I'm from the north side. I'm not a fool. I know there's a certain stigma to it with certain people.
Yep.
So let's see how people gravitate toward it. And it was overwhelmingly positive. And then we were just getting call after call after call from food trucks that wanted to book. And then the opening day came. Well, we planned for the opening, and like 75% of them wouldn't call us back.
Really?
No, they didn't believe it first. A lot of them.
Come on.
Nina was one of the few that actually believed.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like Nina is good friends with one of my cousins. And actually, she was on vacation with my cousin and for her honeymoon.
They went like parasailing and all that stuff, the crazy stuff she been doing?
And that's how she met my aunt. And my aunt was networking for us.
Yeah.
So then like that's how Nina, well, we actually knew Nina before that because 2 years ago, we went to her mom's house to pick up one of those the little king cake thing.
Oh yeah, the king cake. That she makes.
So she was one of the main people that rode with us. And then Southern Creole is here today, and he was the guy that always would come check in on us to see how things are going, saying it's going to always work, it's going to be positive, keep the faith, because he would see what we were going through, And then like original Smiley Ice was one of the people that came through, and then Feast Out, so and a couple of others, but a lot of trucks wasn't returning calls because it's a risky thing.
Yeah,
you don't know what it's gonna be. And then opening day came, and it was the most. I had never had anxiety like that.
Yeah,
I never had. I mean, John Weatherall, shout out to him.
Yeah,
because he helped calm me down. Because I'm usually I'm poised, I'm calm. The day it called for rain, and I can't tell you, it was like people talk about Lafayette Rush, but until you experience what that really is, you don't understand. It was just a wave of just car after car.
Yes.
And we had an overflow. And shout out to Mr. Kamal for letting us use
Valley Beach, right?
Whenever they have, whenever we have events and he doesn't have a tournament. So shout out to him,
right.
Seriously.
Yes, I know him personally.
So that day was the most anxious, crazy day. I mean, things.
But the love was amazing.
The love, I got it, because they were like, yeah, it's cool. Like, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. You know, she's talking to people, and I didn't have security at the time. So I was like trying to talk to people, trying to direct traffic. I had to get my dad. I'm like, look, man, you need to tell these cars, and there was not enough parking. Like, we could have had 200 parking spots, and it wasn't enough.
Right.
And in hindsight, looking back, I'm like, I'm glad it rained, because it did rain, because it let the crowd kind of go away.
Some more people.
And then another wave came again. It was I was expecting a good turnout, but it might have been 300 people.
Come on,
like,
man.
these trucks were so overwhelmed. They never experienced that, because normally the trucks, they like a steady flow.
Yeah.
It never stopped. It'd be like 30 people in line.
I think Southern Creole ran out of food like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Come on.
So he had to send people to get more food.
I think he went through 6 cases of wings.
What?
Yeah.
Because of y'all, because of what y'all started. You know, not saying they can't do that elsewhere, but just that you guys brought it to this area right here, the north side. You know, and like, there's a stigma behind the north side for whatever reason, you know, over the years, but you guys are being like, nah, look, this is what we're doing down here, you know, and you doing a great job. Like, where did the name come from? I have an idea, but, you know, still, like, how do you guys be like, that's it?
It's like, it means like Park Under the Oaks, so Parc De Oaks. It's like that French English mixture, but.
Well, my grandfather, he could speak French.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, she couldn't speak it, but she could understand it. And so he had a way of intertwining it, kind of flowing in and out, you know. So like the Parc De Oaks is kind of representative of what we do. So it's like somebody be like, man, that's good. Oh yeah, c'est bon.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's good. Yeah, oh yeah. So like that's just what we do.
Right.
So like Parc De Oaks just flow way better.
It does.
So that's why we like the name.
Yeah. It really flows. It has its own, like, you know, certain you know, fire behind it, you know, not because of the show, but yes, it has a certain fire behind it, you know. And you guys, I always wondered, I'm like, okay, I get it, but at the same time, it just kind of like, where did it come from?
We had 6 oak trees. We used to have 7. The biggest one we had was in the front. Actually, when we bought the property, a twister came through and it fell, and actually on Moss Street.
Man, so you had lost one like that.
We lost our best tree, actually.
Man.
It used to shade that whole area right there.
But you know what, though? I wouldn't say y'all lost it. I hate that it's gone, but I think it opened up to where people can see.
That's what we talked about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's a blessing in disguise, you know, because now, like, boom, they pass, there it is, you know. So I think it's great. Like, so tell me what's a life like a day in the life of you guys when it comes to this? Like, what, from beginning when you wake up to it's done?
Basically scheduling, you know, them to come during the week, and then if I'm booked that week, then I go into the next week.
Yeah.
We do certain events on holidays, or like we're doing Pumpkin Patch again in October.
Yeah.
We had a Christmas event. We had an Easter event, which was amazing. Just things for the kids, because there's not much to do. So planning those things. He's very creative. I'm organized, so we kind of like mix.
Yeah.
Good mix.
That's good. You guys,
that.
You know, balancing each other out is what I like to say.
So we're always just planning for the next thing. But booking the trucks is easy now. Like, I'm pretty full in the week, every weekend. So it's just.
I see Nina all the time saying, I'm gonna be here at Parc De Oaks from 11 to 3 or 11 to 2.
Yeah, and then I have some new people trickling in. So just that's pretty much it.
So they reach out to you guys, or like, how does that go?
Yeah, on Mondays is pretty much when I'm like confirming and scheduling, like for the week, and then if someone's trying to book and I'm like, oh, I'm full this week, I'll put you next week. Okay. Or if they want to come during the week.
So, and you guys do this full time now? No. Okay, because I was
wondering. Whole other business that I run. That takes a lot of my life.
Yeah.
Actually, after this, I'm going to work. But I mean, I do the behind the scenes stuff. I don't talk to any of these trucks. Andrea does that, and she does that well. She's a better most social person and organizing. I can't
It's
do
the
that. I'm a
opposite.
very raw person.
Yeah.
So I'll tell some things a little too truthfully.
Yeah.
So she has to be the one to talk to these trucks. But I do the behind the scenes things. I do the landscaping. I maintain the property. I talk to the contractors. I do the trash. I take care of the flies, mosquitoes, whatever.
Well, yeah, we don't have to talk about that because I need to know what you do because in my backyard, so I'm gonna need your secrets, man.
So
Unless we can't say it on the camera, we can say it off camera. That's fine.
Oh no, I'll tell you who the guy is. Buzz Fuzz.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's who we hire. But it's
Yeah.
part of hiring.
Yeah.
Putting up string lights, putting up. I don't know. It's just a lot to do. Maintaining the sign. Yeah, maintaining the ground is a whole nother thing that people don't think about.
Yeah.
And also definitely talking to contractors. And I actually laid a lot of this gravel. I laid the grass. I did the landscaping.
Come on, man.
The mulch, did the uplighting. My father-in-law and I did a lot of work as well. Talked to a lot of electricians, talked to the plumbers. This is just stuff that, people don't see, and even the trucks don't see.
Yeah.
They just they're fortunate to just pull up a lot of times. Because the only reason I'm even cutting grass right now, because I was at a leadership conference yesterday. So like I'm a little bit behind, but normally the grass would be cut already.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of that goes on in order to have a food truck park run with 7 to 8 trucks on a weekend with a steady crowd coming in and out.
The marketing, who does the marketing?
Yeah, I do all the marketing on social
on,
media. I do
man.
the social media marketing.
Wow.
And I'm pretty creative with that. So don't copy what I do.
Yeah.
Stop copying me. But yeah, I do the social media marketing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, well, I gotta ask this because we got this beautiful truck behind us. Like, how did this come up for you guys?
I found it on Marketplace.
Really?
The guy was like selling it for like $700 or something.
$700.
And it didn't work. We had to get it towed here. And it was gutted on the inside. That's mainly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I had a vision, have like photo area in
Right.
the inside, but right now it's just like
Use it for storage.
Yeah.
Storage right
And
now.
the photo area is on the outside.
Yeah.
But, so the only thing we really had to do was repaint it and add a back. The back was all messed up, but it's just gutted on the inside. And
it wasn't
it's
painted
empty.
like that though.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
No, it was
yeah.
it was an old orange ice cream cone truck, and we hired a
Yeah.
local artist
My
and a
friend
good friend of
Lindsay.
ours.
She painted the butterfly. on
Yeah.
it.
Lindsay did a damn good job.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's another thing. Whenever you riding by, boom, there it is. It stands out.
It's a marketing piece, yeah.
Oh man, yup. Y'all doing great. I see y'all got some of the trucks are ready over here already. So how does that happen? I'm not trying to get in your pockets now. I don't need no figures, but so is that like at the barbershop, do they have like a lot fee or something like that you do? Okay. Yeah.
They rent the space and it varies like during the weekday or versus the weekend.
Or
Okay.
if it's an event.
Or an event, yeah. So
Yeah.
it just varies.
Wow. And so you guys, how many are we expecting today?
7.
7 today. Is that typically what you guys have at 7?
Yeah, on a normal weekday.
Yeah.
A weekend, yes. If they do an event, I might add 8.
Right.
Just depending.
But it's a certain science to it.
Yeah, I have to
that's
figure like the size of the truck
I was gonna ask, yeah.
versus the plugs that they have, if their cord's long or short, I have to think about this when I place them in the order.
So
That's another thing I'll give her a shout out to. Like, she doesn't know how to drive a truck and trailer. I drive a trailer every day.
Yeah.
She coordinates these trucks and trailers, how to direct it. So she actually is the one that says park away this far, that far. A lot of times people say like we can fit 8 trucks right here. They don't believe it. We wish every truck could be the size of Nina's.
Yeah,
It could
yeah.
fit 12.
I was 12.
Looking at it,
But,
I'm like, yeah.
But yeah, she's the one that coordinates what trucks to park on which side. So you have to think about, the size of the truck, what plug they use, which side of the plug they use. You have to think about their menus. You have to think about
if they're leaving
yeah,
early or
the
late.
times fluctuate.
Yeah.
It's a lot that you have to think about. You have to think about which one is going to come at this time, which one to come at that time. So it's like it's a lot. I mean, initially when she has it down, so she kind of can understand. She knows, but
Yeah.
like initially, yeah, it's a lot to think about because people wanted that. Oh, I got so many trucks in the weekend, like a lot of food trucks that parks, they want that, but it's like, can you handle that?
Yeah.
And then can you supply enough people to come through?
Right.
But
And then as they come here long enough, I can now text them and be like, hey, park here.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right.
But it gets easier.
So like, is it something to where like you guys, they can come and set up by themselves after they confirm with you? Or you guys, somebody has to be here at all times?
No, for the most part. I come on the weekends because since it's so many, I just want to make sure everyone's comfortable and
Right.
they can get in and out. But no, like on Tuesday, Rock and Ice comes and they pay the fee, and I'm like,
Yeah.
go.
Y'all have fun.
Make
I'll
sure
see y'all
there's
later.
a trash can out, and that's about it.
Wow. And what are the usual hours for you guys?
It varies because, like, so if Rock and Ice comes, they want to do an evening, like a 4 to 7. On the weekends, most people start at 11.
Yeah.
And they may want to leave at 3. They may want to leave at 5. So it just varies.
Okay. Man, we got another truck rolling in already. Look, I gotta ask y'all. You're probably not gonna tell me, which I don't want to say who is the worst. We don't even know none of that worst stuff. But who have y'all been surprised by with what they've, food-wise, they've offered or cooked, whatever you want to call it? So we're like, man, they got a good burger, or they got a good this, or.
Well, I won't say, it's very, very good. But what surprised me is because I've never had it before.
Yeah.
Rock and Ice.
Yeah.
I never had Italian
haven't
Ice
had it.
before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that was until they came through. And then we booked them. I was like, yeah, okay. And until they I didn't know who they were either. And so when they came through, we had them come through with KOK and Southern Creole. And we got here, they had 30 people in line.
30 people.
And I was like, what is this? I know what a snowball is. I know what a snow cone is.
Yeah.
I've even had a Hawaiian shave ice.
Yeah.
But it's like, I never had Italian ice before.
Right.
And they came through and had 30 people in line. And on a Wednesday. And so it was crazy. So that what surprises me is that truck right there. And what's good with that right there, I'm gonna give a little takeaway, is like a truck like that, they'll come through on like an evening shift. So like we have like 11 to, like, let's say the weekend is 11 to 6.
Yeah.
They'll come through sometimes from like maybe 3:30 to 6. They do so well, they can really just be in that certain time frame.
Yeah.
They'll bring a certain wave that people will come for them. And so since they're getting their food, their sweets, it's like, well, since I'm here, let's see what other trucks they got.
Right.
And there's a certain science that we mastered, that you have to have trucks that complement each other. Where it's like, well, I'm here getting Nina Creole, let me get this too. Or it's like, since I got these wings, let me get a cake bowl from Nina.
Yeah.
But if they all selling the same thing, it don't really float. You have to have it where it's like, let me try this from this truck, that truck. Even if you don't get it from every truck, you want people to come, let me get like a snowball from here and food from here. If everybody kind of does that when they come through, everybody can literally and figuratively eat.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I didn't even think about that.
A
That's
truck
true,
like
though.
Rock and Ice, like every truck is important, but Rock and Ice is important because it can really be a good middle point for these other trucks to feed off of, because they're popular and they don't technically sell food. So since they're popular, people can feed around them. So like if they got 20 people in line, eat nice, or it's like, I'm gonna eat first and I'm gonna come back to this. So it's good to get trucks that can complement each other. Yeah. Not just book a bunch of trucks of, it's a science to it that I won't give away everything. But that's it's a science to it.
I didn't think about that. That's smart though. So with that, how do you guys, if you got another person that does the same thing like Rock and Ice, like want to come at the same time, is it something to where you're like, hey, I got to get you next week?
What we'll do is we'll book suites that are kind of like, we'll have a snowball truck, which is blazing, and then we'll have Rock and Ice, which does Italian Ice. Because some people, they like what they like. Yeah. Sometimes I do prefer snowball. Right. Sometimes I like Italian Ice. And they coordinate well together, and it's funny because they're actually cousins. So it's like,
come on.
Yeah, so they coordinate well together. So I will have stuff that complement each other. Even when we used to have the beignet box that would come a lot. Yeah. They do beignets, but we would partner them with Nina as well. She does cake bowls, but it's like, what if you want a cake? What if you want beignets? And beignets was good because they used to come a little bit earlier. And it's like, if you want something at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you can have that. So we wouldn't book 2 Italian Ice trucks or 2 snowballs, or 2 wing trucks normally. Sometimes we do that because if they have their own following, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But if they're like a new truck, we don't want them to get blown out. That's true. I like how you guys think about that for sure. What I want to do as well, I do have this question for you. So wait, John, we good? Because we gonna probably just keep rolling that one, Yeah, we gonna keep going. Yeah, so because they gonna have to shut it down for 10, so we good. Yeah. What happened?
Your truck's having a heart attack.
Oh.
It's already started.
Damn.
And running on its own, and now it's chirping.
Damn, my bad.
I thought
some of these trucks.
See, my bad. I guess it was going up against the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. So, yeah. My bad. Hey, make sure you edit that part out, John, you know? Or maybe, or not. It don't matter. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you this, Chris. So, like, whenever you guys were going through that, like, what made you guys continue to be like, all right, they putting a lot of stuff in front of us. Like, what made you not give up?
Well, I don't have it in me to give up. I'm prideful in that regard, but also we put a lot of money into it. People, like I could say, like, oh, we just have an entrepreneurial spirit. We don't want to give up. You know, we want to fight through. We love the North Side, which we do.
Yeah.
Man, we invested a lot of money, so it was like go big or go home. It's like we're not stopping now.
Yeah.
So it was like, nah, we were so close, and like we had a lot of people that were pushing us. So it was like, you know, y'all so close. You know, keep fighting. Y'all got a good thing going. And we had people that when I was doing stuff, because I used to, I mean, now she talks to the trucks way more, but at one point, I used to be over here a lot, doing a lot of construction, doing stuff. I used to talk to the trucks more than she did, because they were so curious to see what was going on.
Right.
So they would come through and be like, you know, keep pushing, don't give up. And I was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna keep fighting. And so we had a lot of people that kept, you know, and we had people behind the scenes as well, you know, with local government that was ended up fighting for us as well, to be like, okay, we're going to help you, you know, ease this along. And you need that help. So
yeah, hey man, I want to. We're grateful for you guys not giving up, you know. So want to thank y'all from the community, the whole Acadiana area, because everybody really coming from all over, you know. But y'all definitely bringing a light to the north side of town, which is needed, you know. So we appreciate that.
Oh,
so what kind of, being that you guys went through that and you overcame those, you know, those situations, for anybody going through the same type of thing, what kind of, like, you know, info or encouragement that you think you guys would be able to give them?
I would say do a lot of pre-planning.
Yeah.
And keep it quiet about your moves.
Yeah.
Until everything is set in motion.
Right.
You'd be surprised about a lot of many people are gonna try and talk down on you, trying to copy you, trying to take what you do. All of a sudden they have the same idea as you. So keep it hush hush until you really are ready to go to the next level. Make sure your finances are in order. When it comes to this stuff, because building commercially, it's not what people think. It's way more expensive than people think it is. Because when you label stuff commercial, things cost. Especially if people say build. There's the reason a lot of people lease, you know. But I like to own, so like this was always a goal of mine. Yeah. So you have to do a lot of planning. You have to have a team. Can't do it alone. Just keep pushing.
Yeah.
And only tell people what you, and that's one of my strongest things I would say is keep it quiet about your moves, and only tell people who you feel that can help you get to that level or really gonna be positive. Because you'd be surprised when people be like, yeah, just give up, or like, yeah, you know, you tried, or like, yeah, I couldn't do it, and it's like, well, I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't need that type
you
of,
know.
I
So
need some
because when you do something like this, we were alone, because nobody could do it. I mean, nobody has done it before, like we did it, or in Lafayette Parish.
Right.
So
no one to be like,
we had no guidance.
Yeah, how do we do this? Yeah, y'all.
And even other food truck parks, they don't have the same regulations that we do. They don't have the same like requirements that we do. So it's like even they don't understand.
Right.
And to get to this point, it's just been a blessing.
Yeah. Man, that's good. That's good. Well, we're about to get into it. Hold on. God damn, John. Time for the wheel, man. God damn it, John. Come on, man. All right, we got this one thing. Yeah. We have to get one. We got one. All right, look. Whoever wants to spin it,
You can spin it.
it's up to y'all.
You can spin it.
But this is what we call the can't be trusted wheel, okay?
Okay.
So with this, we got a few, you know, choices on here. Nina has done a couple. I can't tell you which one she's done, only because it might land on it again. But if it does land on it again, we just gonna spin it again. All right. Hey, John, can we see it? Can we see the wheel? You think? Oh, I gotta move it. All right. Okay, go ahead and give it a good spin. See what it lands on. Okay, it's been a little while, and they married. This is a good one. This is a good one. It's a two-part question. First off, what kind of toilet paper y'all use? Charmin. Is it 1 ply, 2 ply? What we using? One. Damn.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, typically
I mean,
we
that's
don't
an
know.
extremely personal question. But I mean, I use I mean, wipes. I don't even use toilet paper.
The reason why I'm asking is
Can we
because,
spin
like,
again? Goddamn.
we can definitely get another one out of it. The reason why I'm asking is, look, I love my father-in-law, I do. But man, he used Scott. To me, that's sandpaper and it's one ply. Man, your fingers go right through, dog. That's trouble right there, you know? And oh, there's the other one. So is it over or like how, when y'all put the toilet paper roll, is it over or under?
I put it over.
Over.
He don't change it.
Yeah. You know, he got a lot going on.
I use wipes, like I said. I don't even use toilet paper. I don't.
I ain't mad. All right, well, look, she did that one. It landed on that one. You said, let's get another one. You do this one, Chris.
You don't say nothing.
Oh, but don't land on the next one. Enunciate. I got it over there. Well, let me go ahead and let me do it like this. So, what was the one? Damn it, we're going to have to. John, go get the folder, John. Yeah. I got a folder of words that needs to where you see how you can enunciate this, how you can pronounce this word and everything. It's a blue folder. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So look, I was supposed to print out some other ones. We was in Shreveport yesterday, so I didn't get a chance. Thank you, sir. All right. So look, we did that one. Ooh, that's a good one. Yep. All right. Look, I'm gonna show them. I'll give you two, Chris. So they got this one right here. All right. How you say that? You from here? How you say that? There you go, my man. That day, y'all heard it right here. When y'all come to Lafayette, just like that. He already know. I got another one for you. All right, look. Oh, I'm gonna get you on this one because I don't even know how to say it. He might because he do food trucks now. How you say that?
Worcestershire.
What? How you say it again?
Worcestershire?
That, I don't know. I don't even know.
It's either
I don't
Worcestershire
know.
or Worcestershire.
Yeah, I say
I don't eat steak.
wash your sister. Wash your sister or something like that. Yeah, so that's good. You can still be trusted. So we good. Look, my favorite one. How you say that? How you say it? So you from Patterson? Okay, all right. She got to put a little bit more emphasis on it, but we'll be all right. Thank you, John. All right. So we got that. We're gonna put this and look. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up right here. Put this out the way. So, what is next for Parc De Oaks, or just you guys? If you know what I'm saying, like what you guys are already entrepreneurs. So what's next?
That building right there has been the fight for the year.
The old skate rink right there? I think that was the skating rink, huh?
No, the pad right there.
Right. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
This right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3 bathrooms right there. It's gonna be and also a walk up, like either a juice bar, lemonade, or something like that.
Whatever we want to sell.
And
you can either sell something out of it, or rent it out.
Yeah.
We haven't decided.
And we're gonna have a farmer's market in the weekends.
Man, so don't want to put like a time, but like, what are you? How long are you guys gauging it to be, or hoping it's gonna take?
By the end of the year.
End of the year? Oh
End of the
man,
year.
we're already in July. This already halfway there.
Well, a lot of
That's
the
good.
hardest stuff has been done. We have a couple of things left to do, but that was a fight right there.
Yeah.
And we also gonna extend the pollinator garden. We're gonna have a community garden in the back. You know, we got some stuff being donated to have like a library.
Nice.
What else we got going on? Eventually we want to finish the inside of that and have that be done as a photo area.
Yeah.
It takes like photos of people, and after that is just kind of just keep doing what we've been doing and doing it at a better level. I mean, after that, I think they have some other things, but I don't want to say because
No,
all
like
of a
you
sudden
said.
somebody gonna do it.
Yeah, like you said, try to keep everything. Hey, you guys working on it. You guys were able to get this. You guys fought for it. So continue to go, man. We thankful for you guys. So where can everybody reach you guys?
Parc De Oaks on Facebook and Instagram.
Also, the website, parcdeoaks.com.
Yeah.
That's a good way to reach
We
Good.
have TikTok, but we're not too active yet. But we're gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there too.
It's different.
Yeah, it's a little different and everything. What's the address? Let me ask you that too before I forget. The address here.
3302 Mall Street.
3302 Mall Street on the north side of town. So look, I want to thank you guys once again. They're about to go and get ready and everything for today on this Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Come out, enjoy the food trucks, the area, the grass. 'cause it's some good
Enjoy my grass, baby.
Yes,
Walk this grass.
So come and support. You're not only supporting the food truck, you're not only supporting Parc De Oaks, you're supporting the community as well. So come out, just enjoy you. Bring the family, bring them all. Other than that, this is Tim Davis. This is Chris and Andrea with Parc De Oaks. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, that's it, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we did good. What's up, Louisiana? Thanks for watching another episode of Louisiana on Fire. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Oh, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified for the next episode.